They're the monsters you've heard of your entire life, passed down through campfire stories, shared across blurry YouTube videos, whispered in chat forums and anonymous threads. These are not obscure legends. These are the household names of horror, the cryptids that have transcended folklore and crept into the corners of our collective nightmares. Tonight, we pull back the curtain on some of the most popular cryptids in the world. Bigfoot, the Mothman, Skinwalkers, the Jersey Devil, the Chupacabra. Entities so well known that they've become modern myth. But the question remains, are they real? What if the stories, the sightings, the evidence, it's all part of something bigger, something darker? We'll explore chilling reports, dissect real eyewitness encounters, and uncover how these legends connect to disappearances, government silence, and evidence too bizarre to ignore. This is Dark Science Exposed. This is the truth behind the legends we all know. Chapter 1. Bigfoot, the Watcher of the Woods. He's the most famous cryptid on Earth. Described as a towering, ape-like humanoid covered in thick hair, Bigfoot has been seen in every forested region of North America. But sightings are not just rural myths. They often come from hunters, police officers, even scientists. One of the most chilling reports came from Oregon, where a pair of backcountry campers captured heavy breathing outside their tent, followed by massive footprints circling them for hours. They awoke to find tree limbs bent into strange archways above their site, structures locals claim are territorial markers. But the most disturbing element isn't what Bigfoot leaves behind, it's what vanishes around him. Over 2,000 unsolved disappearances have been logged near regions where Bigfoot is frequently sighted. Coincidence? Or cover-up? Chapter 2. Skinwalkers. The shapeshifters in hiding. In the deserts and high plains of the American Southwest, a different terror haunts the open land. The Navajo call them Yinaldlushi, skinwalkers. According to legend, they are witches who have given themselves over to evil, able to take the form of animals at will. Numerous reports tell of creatures moving on two legs, only to fall and continue running as coyotes or wolves. People report being stalked by something mimicking voices of loved ones. Ranchers discover livestock mutilated without a sound, with surgical precision. At Skinwalker Ranch in Utah, sensors have picked up unexplainable radiation spikes, unknown frequencies, and biological samples that don't match any known species. Former military contractors claim they were told to stop asking questions. Whatever skinwalkers are, spiritual, biological, or something else entirely, they don't want to be seen, and those who do see them rarely speak about it again. Chapter 3. Mothman, the Harbinger of Disaster. In 1966, a pair of young couples in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, reported seeing a 7-foot-tall winged humanoid with glowing red eyes. Within 13 months, the Silver Bridge collapsed, killing 46 people. Since then, the Mothman has been reported in the days or weeks leading up to countless disasters. Nuclear plant malfunctions, earthquakes, even the 9/11's attacks. Some believe it's a guardian. Others think it's a demon. But there's a pattern that can't be ignored. The Mothman appears, and something terrible follows. Security footage from a factory in Turkey in 2011 showed a blurred humanoid with glowing eyes hours before an explosion. The footage was scrubbed days later, but not before it circulated the dark corners of the internet. Was it real or warning? Chapter 4. The Jersey Devil, the Scream in the Trees. Deep in the pine barrens of New Jersey, people claim to hear blood-curdling shrieks echoing through the trees. Described as part bat, part horse, part demon, the Jersey Devil has terrorized locals for over 200 years. In 1909, schools closed across the region for a full week after dozens of people reported seeing it. Police officers fired weapons at it. One man claimed it chased his carriage for over a mile. It didn't leave tracks, but it did leave scorched ground where it passed. In recent years, drone footage has picked up heat signatures moving impossibly fast through the forests. The footage always fails shortly after. Rangers assigned to the area frequently request transfers within a year. Chapter 5. Chupacabra. The Blood Drainer. First reported in Puerto Rico, the Chupacabra earned its name, goat sucker, after dozens of livestock were found drained of blood with no signs of struggle. The killings spread across Latin America and eventually into Texas and New Mexico. While skeptics blamed coyotes or wild dogs, Veterinarians who examined carcasses said they'd never seen such clean surgical wounds. More disturbingly, blood was missing, but no traces left behind. No splatter, no pooling, nothing. A U.S. Border Patrol agent in 2003 reported encountering a creature with glowing eyes that moved without making a sound. His partner fired at it, but the creature vanished. They were told to file it as a wild animal encounter. They were both reassigned within a month. Conclusion: connecting the monsters. These legends are famous for a reason. But what happens when you start looking at them together? Not as isolated myths, but as parts of a larger system. Multiple creatures, shared patterns, disappearances, suppressed evidence, unexplained physical findings. And in at least 2 cases, samples allegedly recovered from a Bigfoot encounter and a skinwalker site contained fragments of material that, while not identical, were both made of a protein compound not cataloged in any known database. It wasn't animal. It wasn't human. What if these aren't separate cryptids at all? What if they're symptoms of something else? Something breaking through. Something watching.